Hello, you're receiving this video because you have a permission setting that needs to be addressed in your Google Classroom folder. I'm going to help show you how to change that setting so that you know that your information is not overshared with all of DoDEA or beyond. To begin, we're going to log into our Google Drive and click on the My Drive on the left-hand side. In your list of folders, you're going to look for your Google Classroom folder or Classroom folder. This is connected to all of your Google Classrooms. So I'm going to open mine. In my Classroom folder, these are classes that I have had access to or are currently the owners of. And so I want you to look at the owner column, and we're only going to address the ones that you are specifically an owner of. Now, for you, you may have to look through all of your folders. Anyone that has a little person icon on the folder shows that that folder is shared. And what we want to do is look at specific share settings. So I'm going to come down here to my Google Classroom 2 as my example. From here, you're going to right-click, highlight one time and right-click, hover over Share, and click on Share. We want to look at the share settings. Specifically, we're looking at the general access section of your share settings. Right now, this folder is shared with anybody in DoDEA, which means anybody in DoDEA can look inside my folder, even if I didn't give them permission, because I gave everybody in DoDEA access. I want to restrict this down to restricted. I want to remove the anyone in DoDEA and make sure it is restricted. This is the proper setting for the general access section. The above section should connect to you as the administrator of your class or the owner of your class and your student roster. So my setting here on this classroom, Google Classroom 2, is now set properly, and it will not be shared outside of my classroom. I'm going to click Done, but I'm not finished. I'm going to open up my folder by double-clicking on it, and I want to make sure that the folders within my Google Classroom 2 are also set to the proper setting. So I'm going to single-click and then right-click, hover over Share, click on Share. And again, I want to look at the general access section, and I want to change that to restricted. This will remove any unwanted access to my classroom and classroom material. The above section, the top section, is still correct. We want it to connect to my Google Classroom roster and to me as the owner of the course. This is now set properly. And I'm just going to do a real quick check of these other two folders to make sure that they are correct, and this is accurate, and I've given the proper people access to this particular folder. And I will do the same thing for my last one. So this is the process we need you to go through for all of your folders that you are the owner of in your Google Classroom folder, or Classroom folder specifically. Once you are finished with reviewing all of your folders and double checking your settings, you are good to go.